Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Ryan Jacobs, and thank you so much for tuning into this free training demo. This is an awesome presentation that our team has put together for business owners like yourself to learn how we can help you generate an extra 20 to 30 new paying clients each and every month. We are super excited to share some really cool things with you, like what exactly is Brandfluence and how do we work with so many business owners? And what is it exactly that we do to help them generate new paying clients each and every month? I'm also going to share some industry secrets and strategies that the best of the best use in order to provide such amazing results for our clients. And I'm going to cover these strategies right from the get-go, so whether or not you choose to work with us or check out our stuff, you'll be able to leave this training today with a better understanding of advertising and marketing for your industry, so that you can begin implementing some of these strategies to start getting results immediately. So really quick, you might be asking, what is Brandfluence? Well, we're the brand authority for digital advertising for fitness studios and health and wellness. We've already worked with several independent gyms, cryotherapy studios, chiropractors, and dentists. With anything in life, practice makes perfect, right? And with that being said, we've worked with several different business owners over the last year and a half. We have had good days and bad, but the moral of the story is that we have spent our own hard-earned money and time in learning how to optimize Facebook advertising for business owners like yourself. Because at the end of the day, you need to focus on running your business, not your marketing. Leave that to us. So here's the thing. I can talk to you all day about how great we are, but in all honesty, it's just my word versus yours. So let's dig into how we work and the basic fundamentals of effective Facebook advertising. Because ultimately, these are the 5 fundamentals. Number 1, well, it's obviously coming up with a really great strategy and plan. Like what it is we're going to do for the studio that we're here sitting down with right now, and how are we going to plan things out so that we can make sure that we get from A to B, and B being we get more members, right? And A being we don't have new members coming from online, and how do we get there really efficiently so that we don't spend a whole lot of money in doing. We are also going to talk about how we create the ads, the pages, and the videos in a way that really represents the brand in the right way, but also does a great job of converting these prospects into paying members. We will also talk about how to build a really great automated follow-up campaign, because what we have learned is that people are doing other things and not always sitting by their phones. Now, some of our clients we do work with now actually have a sales staff, where they are literally just there to make sales and follow up with the leads. In fact, a lot of people have hired salespeople to just follow up with the amount of leads that we've generated for them. But at the end of the day, we still work with a lot of people that are teaching classes, or they're already on the phone, or maybe they're out helping people with some retail and don't necessarily have the ability to respond to every lead as they come in. And we're also going to talk about when we run these ads, and once they are running, how do we optimize them? We run several different ads at the same time to different types of landing pages. We do a thing called A/B testing, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. But the goal is to optimize everything within your campaign to get results. And lastly is the reporting, the communicating, and the consulting. You need to know exactly what is going on. You need to know where we are winning, where we are losing, and how much we are winning by, and what we need to continue to do to double down in order to win at a higher level. So let's get right into it. I'm not here to waste your time. If anything, I hope you walk away with value or knowledge that you can start to implement immediately. So my real question for you is, what's in the way of you being successful? And maybe you already are successful, but what's stopping you from expanding and hitting that next level? Maybe a 6 to 7 figure a year business owner, or just expanding into multiple franchise or several different locations. So let's talk about getting in front of the right people, because I think a big mistake that most people are making with their advertising or trying to grow their company in general is trying to just jam as many people as they can in front of their business and never really focus on their ideal customer audience. Here are just a few of the basics that we focus on. Number 1, we want to make sure that the people coming into your studio live within a comfortable driving distance from your location. Generally speaking, this is between 4 to 6 miles, but in areas that aren't well developed, maybe 7 to 10 miles is the norm. But in most cases, it's generally between right around 3 to 5 or 6 mile range. We also want to make sure that they are of the right age range for those perfect for your business. But let me be straight with you. Based on a lot of our research, majority of our clients thought targeting millennials would be the ideal customer for longevity. But in all reality, studies have shown that the 18 to 24-year-old range, aka the millennial age, only held a longevity of 3 months. That's nothing. Where 25 to 34 stayed for about 7 months, 35 to 44 stayed for roughly 9 months, and those of the age of 45 had a stick rate of nearly 14 months. So these are just some numbers that we have noticed while working with our clients. So we like to make sure with your business and your location, we are targeting people that could actually have the biggest lifetime customer value, meaning they pay you more money for the time they are with you. We also want to make sure that the habits and the activities of these people we are targeting on Facebook match with those who show interest in offers like yours, obviously. But we also want to make sure that we're showing offers like yours to people who actually care about that kind of stuff. And lastly, we want to make sure that we are putting out a really clear story of what you do and who you are perfect for, and to make sure that is clearly stated throughout your customer journey to help filter out any unqualified leads. Okay, so let's understand one thing: making the connection between you and your customers. And how we're able to do this is by understanding the 7-step process in creating a highly profitable Facebook campaign. I mean, think about it. Think of Apple, Starbucks, Harley. When those brand names come to mind, that's all you think of. Even though maybe Starbucks, to a coffee connoisseur, they don't have the best coffee, but they know Starbucks, so they go there. Same with Harley. Imagine most Harley riders or motorcycle riders, they obviously instantly think of Harley when it comes to motorcycles. Same with cell phones with Apple. Now that I kind of touched base on the idea of brand identity, let's jump into the 7 steps of creating a highly profitable Facebook campaign, starting with customer research. Customer research is probably the most crucial part in developing a highly profitable Facebook ad. The purpose is to engage with your target audience in ways that allows us to truly understand what their needs, wants, goals, fears, and desires are. We are able to generate this information through running an engagement ad on your Facebook page where your audience can interact and answer specific questions relating to your niche. Once we get 30 quality responses, I will be able to recognize patterns and take your target audience's responses and use that to write your Facebook ad. This enables us to run highly targeted and niche-specific offers that are relatable to you and your customers' wants, needs, and desires. The second step in the 7-step process of a highly profitable campaign is the ad copy. In simplest terms, this is the irresistible direct offer which your lead can opt in directly from Facebook. We utilize the customer research to write the ad and give your target audience what they want by understanding their pain and desires. Through trial and error, what we have learned is that anything over $50 causes too much buying friction. So in order to get someone to opt in, we have to be able to leverage some type of offer for free or a discounted price. For example, our best performing Facebook ad for fitness owners is enticing the prospect to opt in to a free 7-day pass. How we're able to do this is by explaining the value stack and creating scarcity. The value stack is when the value or offer exceeds the price point, in return causing someone to emotionally buy and pull the trigger due to the irresistible offer. You have to understand one thing: we're all human. And humans react purely on emotions. And when you can trigger scarcity and provide a product or service that is either free or at a highly discounted price, it grabs the consumer's attention and will get them in the door. Just remember, just to get the prospect in the door, we like to focus on the back end, and that is where the customer's lifetime value and profit is made through upsells. But at the end of the day, if you were on your Facebook page and you're scrolling through your newsfeed and you saw an ad, would you stop on it? That's the ultimate goal of writing a Facebook ad. Does it have a graphic that's eye-catching? Does it have a video that's engaging? And is it really speaking your language based on emotions? The third step in the 7-step process is targeting. And I ask all of our clients this, and I'm going to ask you again as well. But do you know who your best customer is? Do you truly? Most people try to act like they know, but without running customer research data, it's pretty hard to truly understand demographically, behaviorally, who your target audience is. Facebook allows us to dig deeper and target people based on their age, gender, location, and interest. And the best part about Facebook targeting features is having the ability to upload your existing customer list and run a Facebook lookalike audience. That is crucial because what that's able to do is take all the behaviors and interests and all the little things they do on Facebook and create a lookalike audience of that. And for one thing, we already know they're a customer, so they like your product and they like your brand and so forth. Generally, we like to see a minimum of 20,000 to 200,000 people that fit your demographic within a driving distance of your location. So here's what I mean. Let's say we go after women between 25 to 35 who are interested in yoga and are within 5 miles of your location. We want to make sure that there is at least 20,000 and at most 200,000 people fitting that demographic. What we have learned is that if there's less than 20,000, it's hard to get consistent results. But when you have over 200,000, that just means that there's a really great opportunity because That means we could add another targeted filter or two, and that just lets us to become more niche specific in getting really high quality leads. So step 4 is the landing page. And I would say this is right around being smack dab in the middle of your marketing campaign. There are 2 options when it comes to having your prospect funnel through in order to claim their offer. There is the traditional landing page style, and there is the newest feature, the Facebook lead ad. They both perform and act in the same manner. A landing page, on the other hand, would redirect your prospect to an off-site mini web page where a lead ad keeps the prospect within Facebook platform. We really like to run both of them at the same time because sometimes we can run a lead ad for a studio and it performs incredible, but then we run a landing page style and it's a dud. But it swings both ways. That's why we love running A/B split tests so that we can optimize your campaign in order to achieve the greatest potential reach and ROI. But the bottom line is, we don't guess, especially when it comes to money. That's why we do it the right way, because numbers don't lie, but people do. Here is an example of a lead ad process going from left to right. You can see here on the left is the ad. This is what you would see first if you were on Facebook and you're scrolling down through your newsfeed. If you look a little closer, you will see a Learn More button. Well, if you would happen to click on that, you would be directed to the next step, which is the next phone you see on the screen. Now, do you see where it says grab your free week pass? Well, here is where we restate the irresistible offer and give a little more information, aka value stack, and get the prospect to want to learn more or claim the offer right then and there. Now, if you look at the third iPhone screen, you can see where the lead ad is asking for their information in order to claim the offer. Well, here's the cool thing about Facebook lead ads. If you have ever entered any personal information anywhere on Facebook, it will automatically populate an email, a name, and a phone number that they believe is yours. And obviously, you can edit it, but this is very powerful because when it comes to automation, it makes it much, much easier for the prospect to be able to claim an offer. But the likelihood of them ever editing or changing the information is highly unlikely. I mean, heck, it's 2018. Who hasn't entered their information somewhere on Facebook platform? And the second main point is that it automatically sends them to the next step where they get to claim their offer, and boom, you're all set. It's super fast, super easy, and super efficient. But landing pages work just as well. So we always want to make sure that our landing pages are optimized not only for desktop, but for mobile versions as well. So the key is to making your landing pages very responsive, because if not, then the likelihood of keeping someone's attention long enough to want to read your ad or to get them to watch your video decreases exponentially. Here's one of the exact styles or templates that we use for landing pages. This seems to work and kill it every time we run an ad. It's very simple, and we never talk about everything that your studio does. We have found that it actually hurts the outcome. So what we like to do is focus purely on the offer. So if the offer was a 7-day unlimited pass to the gym, well then that landing page would exclusively only talk about that 7-day offer.